I'm going to take this out because I don't stand still very well. So I told you all a little bit about what ReachNow is. I'm going to come back to that slide there. But as most of you know, Seattle is very, very popular right now. We have a lot of jobs. We have a lot of people coming. Zillow just released a report last week, I think, that said that far more people are coming to Seattle than are moving out of Seattle. Our real estate is going through the roof. We also have the second worst traffic congestion in the country. We all can probably attest to how terrible traffic is. And obviously, we need some solutions. The infrastructure is not keeping up with the need as much as it needs to, and we are looking to alternative forms of mobility. Shared mobility being one of the biggest things, as most of you have seen with things like Uber, Lyft, Car2Go, and because car sharing has proven to be so successful, and you can see some statistics up behind me. These are actually from a recent study from the Innovative Mobility Research Center out of UC Berkeley. They do fantastic work. But so you can see some statistics behind me regarding the success of car sharing in Seattle thus far. Obviously, most of this is based on Car2Go. But also what you've probably witnessed is a lot of the larger, sort of more traditional automakers like Ford, Daimler, and now BMW are very interested in sort of shifting some of their focus to being part of the shared mobility area. Now, BMW obviously has been around, just celebrating its 100-year anniversary, 100 years of innovation, but they decided, hey, how do we come into this market? How do we compete with, a $68 billion company like Uber and launch a shared mobility product in Seattle? And rather than just sort of putting something out there that was the same that already existed, they thought, hey, we're BMW. Let's come up with something that's premium. Let's launch a premium car sharing company. And how do we make it premium? So a few things that are different about our product at ReachNow are, first of all, we have electric BMW i3s as part of our fleet. We also have a variety of cars available in our fleet. We have i3s, we have BMW 3 Series, we have Mini Clubman, Mini Coopers. So you have a lot more options in terms of mobility. If you have a family, if you want to go somewhere with somebody, with friends. If you want to go on a longer trip and don't want to ride in a small smart car, you have options around that. We also just launched airport service. So we have off-site airport parking, which has been hugely successful. And then another thing that we wanted to innovate on and make better was the convenience. We all know that the success of shared mobility, and the only way that you can sort of change habits around mobility options is, 1 minute, all right, is by making it more convenient. So one of the things that we did is that we made the sign-up process incredibly easy. Within less than 2 minutes, you can download the app and actually be in a car. We introduced face match, facial recognition technology that is embedded in our app. So simply takes an image of your face, matches it to your driver's license, and that way you can essentially be approved right away to drive a vehicle. But BMW didn't stop there. What their real goal is to create an integrated platform that can hold a number of innovative mobility solutions. So not just car sharing, but also looking at ride sharing, also looking at rental, delivery, as well as peer-to-peer car sharing. So BMW's real goal right now is figuring out how to integrate all of those into a single app. Obviously, there are a lot of challenges to that, not necessarily technology challenges. The technology is easy, but creating a user interface that's easy to use, not confusing to the user, is tricky. And I will go back to this real quick. One of the other challenges is we are trying to pull together technology from all across the world. So we have BMW in Munich, we have RideCell, who is our software partner in Silicon Valley, and then ReachNow in Seattle, and then we have a couple other partners as well. But that proves to be tricky too. We have time differences, cultural differences, and all the others. So let's see, go back here real quick to my final slide. We are looking to probably triple in size by the end of this year. So we are hiring aggressively. If folks are looking, it's a fantastic project to be a part of.
Thank you.
Ooh, questions? Yes.
Compared your company to an Uber or a Lyft, but I was under the impression it's so you're not
No, we're more close to car-to-go. So we're one-way free-floating car sharing. So you can pick up a vehicle anywhere on the street, drive it, drop it at any other legal street public parking space.
So one of the problems right now I see with that is range, where like if you're out on the edges of like civilization, or you're trying to visit a friend out in the booths, the car-to-go kind of use case kind of falls apart. Is there any solution to fixing that kind of
So that's one of the reasons why BMW is looking at sort of this integrated approach of a bunch of different options for mobility, so that you can essentially use the same app for a short trip across town as you can to take a weekend trip and take a longer ride and maybe have a delivery of a long-term rental vehicle to your house that you can take and bring back 2 days later, and then also use it for sort of an Uber, more Uber-like service, so a valet service where somebody would actually come and pick you up. So maybe you take a car-sharing vehicle, the traditional ReachNow vehicle, out to the bar with friends, you have a few drinks, you want to drive home. Within that same app, you can order a chauffeured vehicle to come and pick you up and take you home. Yes?
So my question is, primarily the EV cars are charged at night at home for people at home.
Yeah.
So where are these cars at night? Like, where do they, go to retire for the evening?
It's very secret. Just kidding.
And also, do you have partnerships with, say, like Safeway and places that have IKEA, places that have EV charging slots as well, so people get maybe a discount when they bring their EV car there to charge?
Yeah, so we actually have 2 EV fast chargers at our headquarters in Belltown. So we pull cars back there to that garage to charge them, and then we also have partnerships with ChargePoint that has charging stations all across the city. We also just installed 2 new fast chargers at the BMW dealership down in Soto. So we've kind of created a network of chargers that we use. We don't encourage it. If they absolutely have to charge, they can, but we try to make sure that all of the cars are amply charged. Yes. How many questions do I have? One more? Okay.
Yeah, is ReachNow slash BMW looking at getting into the self-driving car arena as well, or are they looking at licensing that technology?
I think it's safe to say that most automakers are looking into self-driving cars right now, especially those that have entered into the shared mobility world. So yes, that's definitely what everybody is sort of looking towards and planning for. Great. Thank you.
Holly.